would you say if I told you there was a miracle herb that was delicious, healthy, free, and just outside your back door? You'd call me insane, wouldn't you? But in this case, you'd be wrong. This lovely little sprig right here is Rosmarinus officinalis, more famously known as common household rosemary, and it adds a wonderful earthy taste and aroma to your home cooking. But who has the time or the money to go to a grocery store in this day and age? Besides, your friendly grocer will probably charge you an arm and a leg for just a small amount of this essential herb. But here's what the fat cats at the grocery store don't want you to know. You can find fresh rosemary just about everywhere. In fact, there's probably some just outside your back door. Let's go look. Here we go. Smell that goodness. Let's try some out. Right now I'm making my own recipe for rosemary butter broccoli. Here's how it's done. You got the butter, obviously. Fresh broccoli, very nutritious. Chopped cabbage, chopped yellow onion, diced jalapenos, fresh garlic, and of course our fresh hand-picked, delicious, nutritious rosemary. I like mine with noodles. Plate that up. Then a little bit more fresh rosemary as a lovely garnish. Smells so good, sweet and savory at the same time. And rosemary is also a natural flavor enhancer, so you can cut back on your salt intake without cutting back on the flavor. But there is one thing you definitely should be careful of when you're picking fresh rosemary. There is another plant, this one right here, which is called Cadmarinus officinalis, more commonly known as the death's head thistle. And it looks, smells, and tastes quite a bit like rosemary. The problem is, this is one of the most poisonous plants known to all of science, and ingesting even 1,000th of a milligram of this causes an entire host of frankly horrific reactions like profound headaches, vertebra dislocation, blood mouth, sphincteral inversion, vomiting from the pores, multiple compounding epileptic aneurysms, immediate onset psychotic dissociation, panic, skeletal evaporation, immediately followed by death. But obviously not immediately enough. So it's very important that you learn the difference between these two plants. Now, this here is a rosemary plant, and as you can see, it has something of a darkish green coloration. The death's head, of course, has more of an evergreen coloration. There are generally, but not always, 32 to 46 leaves per twig of rosemary. Death's head has 27 to 36 on average, although sometimes the leaves do fall off. Rosemary has a texture that's akin to a natural rubberiness, whereas the death's head has more of a synthetic rubbery kind of feel to it. Obviously don't try this if you have any open sores on your hand, that'll kill you too. Odor-wise, rosemary has subtle hints of fire-roasted tiger nut, low-pressure weather patterns, Spanish aristocracy, and summer camp. Not necessarily campfire, but like the crafts cabin at summer camp. Whereas the death's head smells a lot more like burnt umber mixed with a bouquet of minstrel cork paste, train steam, and sea biscuit. So if you follow those simple guidelines, you should be ready to start putting fresh rosemary in all your favorite non-Asian and non-Mexican dishes. I know I am.